As created beings, it's easy for us to have a very small view of God. It's easy for us to understand Him only in human terms, or in terms of the people that we have known and the experiences that we have had. Paul says that when we look at God, we're changed by His Spirit into His image. Look at his words in 2 Corinthians 3. And we all, with unveiled face, beholding the glory of the Lord, are being transformed into the same image, from one degree of glory to another. For this comes from the Lord, who is the Spirit. Our theology must transform our lives. It cannot only be knowledge for its own sake. It's when we look at God that we will find not only information, but transformation. So let's look at God. And let's begin with an important question. What is your view of God? What do you think He's like? Many Christians hold wrong views of God. Here are some of them. Some treat God as if He were a heavenly policeman who's constantly looking for opportunities to punish those who break His law. Some treat God like a heavenly grandfather who expects nothing from us but is always ready to spoil us and meet our every desire. To others, God is a heavenly clock builder who wound up the universe like a clock and since then is simply letting it run without any direct personal involvement. He's just off somewhere watching everything play out. To some, God is a heavenly dictator who arbitrarily decides what happens in the world. To others, God is a meek and gentle servant who accepts everyone just as they are with no exceptions at all, always ready to help. Or, in contrast, God is a smouldering ball of wrath, ready at any moment to break forth and destroy us. To some, God is an impersonal force who rules the universe and to whom we must submit. Or perhaps the mystical view. God is everything and everything is God. And there are many, many more ideas about God. As we can see, there are so many wrong views that people have of God. These and other false conceptions of God need to be corrected if our spiritual lives are to have any real meaning and depth. As created beings, it's easy for us to have a very small view of God. It's easy for us to understand Him only in human terms, or in terms of the people that we have known and the experiences that we have had. It's only as we look deeply at what God says about Himself in His Word that we will begin to have an accurate picture of who He is and what He is like. We need God to reveal Himself to us through His Word by His Spirit. In this video series, we will use 5 major categories for the characteristics of God. The first category is that God is Spirit, which includes the truths that He is self-existent, eternal, independent, invisible, and constant. The second category is that God is infinite, which means that He's everywhere, all-knowing, and all-powerful. The third category is that God is love. This includes the truths that He's personal, good, gracious, and beautiful. The fourth category is that God is light, which means that He is truth, wise, holy, and righteous, and just. And our final category is that God is glorious. Because God is one, each of these characteristics is a quality of the entire triune God. So, for example, the Son of God and the Holy Spirit are infinite in presence, knowledge, and power. We should not limit God in any way. And because God is so great and magnificent in every way, we are brought to our knees in humility before Him. By God's grace, may our experience be the same as Job's, who said, "I have heard of you by the hearing of the ear, but now my eye sees you." As we look at each of the many characteristics of God, we will see God more clearly, we will understand Him more truly, and we will find a deeper place of union with Him. And finally, as we look at each of God's characteristics, we will find that they all have profound, practical, and life-transformational significance. This is not just theology, it is transformational theology. Let's begin.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more teaching videos like this. For more information about LeaderSource, please visit our website, www.leadersource.org.